Lesson 35 35과 직장의 분위기, 동료와의 갈등.
The atmosphere of a workplace and conflict with colleagues. Okay, first let's learn the vocabulary about the atmosphere at the workplace. 직장의 분위기.
동료,
Colleagues. 동료. Colleagues, your workmates. Colleagues. 동료.
상사,
One's senior. Your senior in work. 상사.
부하,
One's junior. 부하. Senior. 상사. 부하. Junior.
사이가 좋다,
To get along. 사이가 좋다.
사이가 나쁘다,
To be on bad terms. 사이가 나쁘다. 좋다. To get along. 나쁘다. To be on bad terms.
격려하다,
To encourage. 격려하다. To encourage.
서로 위해주다,
To care for each other. 서로 위해주다.
분위기가 좋다,
To have a good atmosphere. 분위기가. Atmosphere. 좋다. Good. So to have a good atmosphere.
분위기가 나쁘다,
To have a bad atmosphere. 분위기가 나쁘다. 좋다. 나쁘다. Good and bad atmosphere.
자유롭다,
Lively. Okay, 자유롭다.
규율이 엄격하다,
Strict. 규율이 엄격하다. Strict. Now let's learn the grammar. 는 or 은 편이다. Okay, so 는 or 은 편이다 is attached to a verb or an adjective. So it expresses a tendency or an inclination rather than making an assertive and clear statement of a fact. 는 편이다 is added after a verb stem or the ita of the verb. 는 편이다 is also added after an adjective that ends in a vowel or the final consonant's real. 은 편이다 is added about after an adjective that ends in all consonants other than real. So, 는 편이다. Okay, so 편 means side. Okay, so side. So, yung 는 편이다 is mahirap siya i-translate into English. Pero pwede siyang in English rather. Rather plus an adjective. Somewhat plus adjective. On the plus adjective. And tend to be plus adjective. Okay, so rather, somewhat, on the, tend to. Pwede siya, mahirap kasi siya i-translate in English. So, it's difficult to translate in English. But remember that pion means side. Okay? Pion. So, this pion. Pion means side. Okay? So, remember, pion means side. But if you combine it with the ida or meant to be, you mean to say that something or someone is rather Okay, so lagay ko dito. Pwede siyang rather plus an adjective or somewhat plus an adjective. Pwede lang lagay ko dito. On the plus adjective, and they tend to be plus an adjective. Okay, so an adjective, kasi mahirap to i-translate in English, okay? So this is used to state a characteristics in a non-decisive way, that something is closer than another or is more a certain way than another. Okay, so in our non-decisive, so what, for example, pag nagpipili ka, what do you like, red or blue? So for example, mani mokta. Okay, I'll write it here. Mani mokta. Mani mokta. Okay, mani mokta meaning it's a lot or to eat a lot. Paano naman pag inad yung nun, pionida? Mani 먹는 편이다 means tends to eat a lot or somewhat eats a lot or rather to eat a lot or rather eat a lot. Okay, so pwede siya yung rather, somewhat, on the, or tend to be. Okay, so kasi mahirap siya i-translate in English. Just remember, it is used to state a characteristics in a non-decisive, okay, non-decisive way. Non-decisive way. Okay, so non-decisive way. Okay, so you state a characteristic in a non-decisive way. Sabihin, hindi ka makapili. Okay, so parang on this side is good, but in this side is also good. So I'd rather be on here. Or I somewhat like this thing. Or on the big side, kasi nga, on the pion side. Okay? Nun pionida. Okay, so for example, another example is chota. The good side or good side. I mean good. Chota. Good. Chohun pionida. On the good side, chohun pionida. Okay, so let's see some examples to